Hi, this is Monty from Mopart Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed video appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us. This is our 2010 fabulous C350CDi Sport with a Brabus upgrade kit, which was done, I think, when the car was about 20 miles, when it was new, on its pre-delivery inspection, etc. Yeah, it transforms the car. Well, I say transforms it. It's a lovely car to drive anyway, but you've now added about another between 35 to 45 horsepower with the Brabus kit. But I'll tell you a bit about that later on. It's a fabulous car in obsidian black with alpaca grey leather, with a whole host of accessories. So these videos tend to take about probably about 10 to 12 minutes sometimes. So the reasons we do the videos, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We try and tell you exactly how it is. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car now and then give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, as I mentioned, she's in obsidian black with an alpaca grey leather. Lots and lots of extras on the car. She's covered 88,000 miles, just been MOT'd by the previous owner. Look at the MOT history. I mean, it's great. I mean, last 3 or 4 MOTs, no advisories at all. There was a private number plate on the car. This is the registration number that it's going back to. Okay, so 88,000 miles, lovely service history, and a fantastic spec. You'll struggle to find another. There are, I think the earlier versions were 320 CDIs. This is the 350 CDi, so they started off with about 230 horsepower, and with the Brabus upgrade, which was only a sort of plug and play chip, I think they were about £2,000 at the time when these fitted to the car. They gave it about another 40 horsepower or so. So you probably got close to 270 horsepower, loads of torque, and a lovely, lovely car to drive. Okay, now bearing in mind, guys, she is a 2010. She is 9 years of age now. She's not going to, even though she drives really well, in my opinion, drives really well, she's not going to be a brand new car. So you're going to have a few little chips here and there that we've touched up. But apart from that, I mean, these videos are not here just to tell you how bad a car is. This car is, in my opinion, a lovely car, especially for the mileage and the age. It has been looked after. Yeah, so no expense generally spared on the car. Now, when it leaves us, it is going to go to our prep guys. They are going to they're going to do a complete service on the vehicle: oil and filter, air filters, fuel filters, pollen filters, etc. Get that all done for you as well. I think it's due a brake fluid change, which will get done. So, without further ado, right, this particular car, front end, it's got the kind of bi-xenon intelligent light system. So if you have a look at the bottom there, you've got the kind of straight daylight running lights. You won't tend to get that on most of them. You'll struggle to find any cars with them on as well. So it's intelligent light. So what happens is the headlamps move around as you're going around corners. So you've got daylight running lights. Most of them will tend to have like round fog lamps. So keep an eye on that when you have a look at the other cars. So you've got Pirelli P0s all the way around, plenty of tread on the tyres. You've got your 18-inch AMGs, are all untouched. Looks absolutely fine. Okay, you've got some Brabus badges. I think they used to have like blue efficiency badges down there, but there's some Brabus badges on there. So let's just give you a look down the side. Now, the previous owner of this car was in the motor industry, and he actually worked for one of these kind of chip and dent sort of like refurbishing places. So the car is lovely. You're not going to find any dents or any nasty gouges or anything like that. The car has genuinely been looked after. Okay, so I'm just going to scoot down here. Hopefully you can try and pick up some reflections. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, not too sure. We tend to use HD cameras. Apologies, it has been raining a bit today, so you're going to get a little bit where I've driven round, but that's nothing really to worry about. It's only just a little bit that's thrown up from the tyres. Now, front of the car, you're going to have a few little stone chips here and there. It's to be expected. She's nearly done 90,000 miles for a 9-year-old car. A lot of them have been touched up, but again, it's a black colour car, so they will show everything up. There's only a couple of little chips here and there, but they have all been touched up, obviously, by previous owner. And let's just show you down this side as well. Hopefully you can try and pick it up. Really good reflections. You'll probably see the trees over there in the reflection of the car over here as well. And I'm up to 5 minutes already and I haven't even shown you inside yet. Right, sure you want to see inside the car. So, I mentioned about specification. She is brimmed with spec. I think the only thing it's missing is probably Harman Kardon stereo system. So, alpaca grey leather interior in fantastic condition. It really is. You've got that lovely sought after panoramic glass roof. All works fine. The blinds all close up. There'll be lots of pictures on there showing you that. You've got the lovely bird's eye maple wood trim. So these cars will normally come with a kind of an aluminium trim, but the contrasting between the black car, the grey interior, the bird's eye maple, it's stunning, absolutely stunning. Now, I spent many years working for Mercedes-Benz, 14 altogether. I know these cars inside out. I used to drive most of these like demonstrators. So you've got climate control air conditioning for driver and passenger. You've got your heated seat buttons for driver and passenger. Parking sensors front and rear were standard on this particular, actually they weren't. They were standard on the later models, but it's got it on this car. And you've also got that dynamic handling package, this sport button there. It's a rare option. It transforms the car. It's like driving two cars in one. The steering stiffens up, the throttle's more responsive. It holds it in gear, and the suspension is electronically controlled, so the suspension is nice and stiff. So you can have a nice comfort drive, or you can have a nice sporty drive. Satellite navigation, which will incorporate things like a CD changer, your Bluetooth for your phone, etc. You can music stream your music as well. Okay. Memory for driver and the passenger seat. Over there you can see the switches. That means the steering column is electric as well. Okay, hopefully I've gone through all the bits and pieces in here. Now, this car is fitted with an aftermarket privacy glass. So it wasn't done from the factory, it's aftermarket. In my opinion, the back window would probably need changing. It's not very clear while you're sitting inside the car looking out. So if anybody wanted the privacy glass removed, we can do that for you. But I just wanted to let you know that it's an aftermarket privacy glass. It wasn't fitted at the factory. So rear parking sensors, you can probably see the sensors there, all working fine. Twin exhausts. Let's open the boot for you. So split folding rear seats, again, that was an option on the car. You've got your space saver wheel, Mercedes-Benz battery there as well. So that's all fine. You've got your locking wheel nut keys in there. Let's get moving on. We're 7.5 minutes, nearly 8 minutes. So let's just try and show you this side. Hopefully you can try and pick up some of the reflections. I'll move the camera a little bit slowly, but believe me, there's no nasty dents or anything like that at all in the car. Now, you are going to have one or two little hairline scratches, things like that near door handles, but it's nothing major. Really isn't. A couple of the door edges that we've had to touch up ourselves. Let's just show you in here as well. Apologies, I didn't open the other side, so my apologies. I can open that for you and show you in there as well. Now, the only thing I've picked up that's in the car, you'll probably notice, again, this is all about the trust, the honesty side of it. We're not going to be changing it or anything like that, but on the passenger side there on the rear vent, you can adjust it up and down, but you can't move it left and right. It's got a little cover missing there. Door panels all look fine. You've got the AMG mat in the vehicle as well. And in the centre armrest there, you've got sort of cup holders, what have you. Right, let's just show you this side. I think I'll probably show you that. Just so you can see the door does open. And that's all fine. All of the seat, there's no ripping, anything like that. These are equipped with ISOFIX as well. For baby seats, you can see the little tags on there for the ISOFIX. So that's absolutely fine. Yep. Armrest there, then that flips over and goes into cup holders. They're clever, these Germans, aren't they? Right, let's get round, come on. Right, let's show you the front and the passenger side. Again, that looks good. There's no kind of fraying in the stitching. It has genuinely been looked after, this car. You'll look at by the MOT history, the last probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years, it's averaged about 4,000 to 5,000 miles per year, roughly. These little buttons here are all to do with lumbar support. You've got that on the driver and passenger side. Now I'm not too sure if you can. Let me try and show you the back window. It's, don't know if you can, it's a little bit fuzzy, but the side windows are absolutely fine. And it's really nice and airy with that panoramic glass roof. You have got something called a media interface for forgetting here. You get these leads from Mercedes-Benz. They came with 3. This particular previous owner had like a little adapter on there to stick his iPhone in there. Right, let's go down this side as well, and hopefully we're going to get to the end. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, the wheels are all in fantastic condition. There's no nasty scuffs on the alloy wheels or anything like that. Plenty of tread on the tyres, but I will have some pictures on there for you. Hopefully you can try and pick that all up. That looks great. Okay, now coming to the front of the car, and apologies, I'm at 11 minutes now. As I mentioned earlier on, you're going to have a few little stone chips along the front edge of the bumper or the splitter. They have been touched up. There's no kind of nasty, great big digs, dents or anything like that. There is, I think, one chip on there I have just noticed, which I will get touched up. So, without further ado, so thank you for sticking with me. So if you're interested in this car or anything else at Mopar Vehicles, pick up the phone, send me a text, send me an email, whatever you want to do, and I will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can. Now, I'll mention about the warranty. All of our cars come with a 6-month warranty, 2 different companies that we use, and we give you the choice. We sort of go through the pros and cons with you. We tick as many boxes as we possibly can. We don't give you one of these warranties that cover you for, say, engine and gearbox up to £250. No, we do it to the value of the car. So whether you buy a £5,000, an £8,000 or a £10,000 car from us, or even a £2,000 car, it will cover you up to the value of the vehicle that you've purchased. It's all based on 100% parts and labour. All you pay is the first £75 as an excess fee, as long as a warranty claim has been authorised. So we're over 12 minutes now. Apologies, I keep mentioning about the time, but I do know I babble on far too much. So hopefully that has been informative enough for you. And if you are interested in this car, you better get in touch really quickly, because it's not going to hang around. Quickly show you underneath the bonnet. Actually, we don't jet wash any engine bays, we don't do anything like that at all. Just open her up if I can, and you'll see, well, you're not going to see too much really, because a lot of these are all covered right over. Let's just open her up for you. There we go. That's how she was. We haven't done anything to it. So it's when it goes into their workshops, or their official workshops, to be serviced, they change this top bit here and they change it to the Brabus D6. I've been in touch with the manufacturer, or I've been in touch with Mercedes-Benz, because the car was originally registered, I think, it was either at Manchester, who done the work. But yeah, all been done. I've got paperwork and bits and pieces to go with it as well. Okay, so thank you again, and hope to speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.